So this is a top-down analysis video of the 18th of February, Tuesday. So Monday we had a bank holiday, which I do not trade, as I deem it very low probability. Okay. So going into today, the day after, we started off with a monthly cycle sequential SMT. So this is already giving you a bias for the day. Okay. So we have our previous week highs being taken on NQ and DS, as you can see, but we have a failure swing on YM. Okay, so we're already thinking that we would be looking for lower prices. If we go onto the 1 hour chart, we have the previous day's high being taken, right, on NQ, ES, and a failure swing on YM. Okay, so we have two stop hunts on NQ, two failure swings on YM. Now, if we go on to the daily cycle, so the 15-minute time frame, we have a daily cycle sequential SMT with a failure swing this time on NQ and a stop hunt on ES. So we had stop hunt, failure swing, okay, and then the 90-minute cycle, a stop hunt and failure swing. So on NQ we had two stop hunts on the higher time frame and then two failure swings on the lower time frame cycles. Now, sequential SMT should be the number one thing that you're looking at when looking for a trade, okay? Our PSPs are just going to be confirmations. So sequential SMT is just going to be the indication that price is preparing to reverse, and the PSP will tell you when it's going to happen. Okay, it's marking the vertex of the chart, the turning point, right? So we've had 4 stages of sequential SMTs, and you know that we, in the reversal model, are looking for a higher time frame PSP with a lower time frame PSP as well. So a 2-stage precision swing point. And you can see that here, YM, we have a 1 hour precision swing point, a 1 hour precision swing point on ES, and then we have a precision candle on NQ, with the next candle taking out the high of the PSP. Okay. So that is our higher time frame precision swing point. And if we go on to the lower time frame now, following this 90-minute cycle sequential SMT, you can see how we have a 5-minute PSP here with YM closing up closed and the opposite for ES and NQ. This was confirmation for price to move lower. So you may have shorted here. Okay. And we'll get into the target soon. That was the first entry that you could have taken, my entry for today, because I missed this entry. Instead of catching this falling knife and trying to pick a bottom, I waited for my SMT fill, which is what we use to trade continuations. And you can see how we have this 5-minute SMT fill with this value up here. And this was our continuation to go lower. And then I believe I shorted within here. Okay. In terms of where you could have had your draw on liquidity, okay, if we use the defining range and we use it on the previous day, as we had a consolidation, so it'd be from here to here. You can see that we traded to the -1 standard deviation of the defining range. And this was the reversal point, okay? And then we pair this with a SMT fill in the daily gap that we had highlighted a couple of days prior. We then had this move higher, okay? And this was the low of the day, the standard deviation of the defining range. Now, typically, I will use the -1 for a weekly cycle defining range, so the defining range of a day. And then a daily cycle defining range, I am usually looking for a -2 to -2.5 standard deviation. Okay, this is what I am looking at for most of the times, in terms of drawn liquidities when there is no clear draw. Okay, so if we had entered on our original entry, okay, on this 5-minute PSP, within the 1-hour PSP, or precision candle and NQ, and we had utilized our defining range, you can see how incredible this is, the level of precision that we can achieve when we apply these concepts. Okay, it's almost unfathomable, but it's right here. And this is the entire range of the day, just like that, with precision. Okay, so that is how I approach the day, and how you could have approached the day as well. And I hope this video helps, and I recommend highly that you study this. Okay, backtest these standard deviations and see how you can implement them into your model yourself. See if you can get an extra few R's or a higher win rate targeting these standard deviations, as opposed to a random high or low.